Banded face pulls. You're going to want to get a very light band for this. Don't try to use one with a lot of heavy resistance. So this is a really thin band. You are going to anchor it on your anchor point. Now, the thing that we want to make sure of when we are doing this exercise is that we are not achieving the external rotation part. So that's from here to here by flaring our ribs or pushing our pelvis forward. A lot of times we'll tend to be able to pull back here, but then when we go up, we'll take kind of our whole rib cage with us, and we don't want to do that. So the way you're going to start out is with a little bit of resistance on your band. I want you to gently bend your knees just so we make sure that we don't lock them out and end up in an anterior tilt, or that we're shoving the pelvis forward. So just like super make sure that your knees aren't locked out, okay? You are going to have your arms straight in front of you, and you're going to have a little bit of tension on your band. You don't want a lot of tension on your band to start, just because it gets pretty hard once we pull back here and try to keep coming out. So I don't want there to be a loop in your band, but there should be just a tiny bit of tension. Now you're going to pull back so that your elbows are just below your shoulders. You don't want to pull up here, okay? So you're right in front of your chest. You're going to pull back so that your elbows are just below your shoulders. I want you to think about activating the area in between your shoulder blades right around your bra line. I don't want you pulling with your upper traps, okay? So elbows right beneath your shoulders. Now from here, your palms are kind of closer together, okay? What's going to happen is you're going to come up and out. So notice I'm not coming up just like this and my palms staying in this kind of like triangular shape. I'm going to come here and then come out a little bit. That is where that external rotation part happens. Now, when you come out, don't do this, okay? Also, don't do this, because a lot of you are going to be like, oh, it's hard, and then do this, okay? There's not really anything inherently wrong with it, but we're not kind of like targeting what we're really trying to get at, which is the rear delts right here and some nice external rotation. We're basically stealing motion from either the lumbar spine or the rib cage. So we're going to keep the rib cage and the lumbar spine in their happy places and make our shoulders really work, okay? So remember, reaching straight out forward, and then your elbows are going to be slightly lower than your shoulders. Then you're going to push your palms or pull your palms up and apart. So at the top, you should look like this, okay? Not like this at the top. You should look like this. Lower ribs down, pelvis under rib cage, all the things. All right, you got it.